Former police officer and a guy that we rely on in these moments all the time when it comes to talking about matters surrounding the police. Steve Dolunt is with us now. Hi, Steve. I wish the situation was better here, but talk a little bit, if you would, about what I was just saying. When officers hear "officer down" on the scanner, that's got to be a very blood-chilling moment for you to hear in a car.
Oh, absolutely. Your heart stops for a second, and then you take off. Basically like a bat out of hell. Yeah. When it's officer in trouble or officer down. Officer needs assistance, you get there. But officer down, officer in trouble, all bets are off. You got to get there. And of course, you got to get there safely, because if you don't get there, then you have two officers down. But yeah, it definitely gives you a start, and your heart skips a beat and you go.
Absolutely. Steve, I don't know if you've been able to look at any of our coverage on air or online, but we are near the scene, not right there at the scene, but Joy Road and Hubble, and you can see police tape and you see a lot of officers just kind of standing around. Their posture is somewhat calm, but you know, we don't know really what to gather from that. Can you just kind of describe maybe what is going on there and you know, maybe what they're doing?
Well, they're preserving the scene, obviously, making sure no one gets in. And they're also kind of maybe in a state of shock and also on edge a little bit, because it's my understanding that the officer and the suspect were both shot. So then you got to wonder if the family's going to come up. Are there going to be problems there? Yeah. We don't know the condition, as far as I know, of the suspect or the officer. So you're in a state of flux right now, and you're waiting to see what the bosses say. Everyone's texting everybody, calling everybody. And you're on edge. You know, after what happened in Akron, and what happened in Kentucky, they killed the 3 police officers. Yep. And what happened in Wisconsin, everyone's on a high alert, and you're on edge right now. The bottom line is you want to go home at night.
In fact, that edginess, Steve, isn't helpful on either side, is it?
Oh no, because it causes mistrust by the police and by the citizens. The thing in Akron, until they figure that whole thing out, it looks bad, there's no doubt. Yeah. 3 officers killed in Kentucky, bad. This, everyone's on edge. The political climate, the heat, you name it, the COVID, this country is nuts. And that's about all the country is crazy, and people are doing things that are just unheard of.
Kimberly and I keep talking about, we've talked about that a lot lately, that we've just we seem right, for a while I was saying that it was once a week. Now it seems like once a day. We're talking about road rage incidents that turn into shootings.
Yeah, just bad behavior.
Just bad, yes. People are just on such tenterhooks right now. I went all the way back to even, you know, Will Smith walking up on stage and slapping Chris. I mean, people are just kind of lost their tethers here. But Steve, this is also a reminder, and sometimes we need that. I believe in the history of the Detroit Police Department, we've had somewhere close to 250 officers lost over those many, many years. And the officers know better than anybody else how dangerous this work is, but there's an ebb and flow, right? I mean, sometimes it feels more dangerous than other times.
You know, when I first came out, when I was in the academy, 2 officers were shot while I was in the academy. They shot each other. Even later on, the first, I don't know if you were here then, the first no crime day in Detroit. Yeah. Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons, and they killed a police officer. And then we had years where there's nothing. And then back when guys started talking to me back in 2010, when I had 5 officers shot at one time. Right. And it seems like it keeps going and building, and it gets to the point where, unfortunately, too many people get desensitized by that. And like, oh yeah, another person got shot. Oh, the cop shot a guy. Someone got shot a cop. Well, no, it's still a person. Whether you're a suspect or the police officer, you have family. Yeah. How can we be desensitized to that? Or little kids being stuffed in a cooler, freezer. What the hell's wrong with our society? What are we missing here? Yeah. You're right. You drive down the street, someone cuts you off, you want to pull a gun and shoot them. What the hell kind of society are we living in?
That's a great. That is our. You and I've are asking that question every day of each other.
Every day.
It's exactly right. Given it's just Highland Park, Uvalde, and these aren't even things that have involved, as you pointed out, these other things that have been targeted more at police officers. But it just doesn't. We just don't have to look very far. We can't swing a stick without hitting one of these kind of episodes right now.
No, and Kim, you've got a 3-year-old, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you got to be thinking, what am I? How do we protect this little one? And Devin, your kids are in their 20s, right?
Yep.
Wasn't like that when they were little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter's 33. Wasn't like that when she was little, but now
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what next? What's going to happen next? What's going to happen? What's the next thing that's going to come? And people are going to come out and say, oh, well, we should do this. They talk about it, but what do we do about it?
Yeah.
How about?
It's scary.
This sounds.
Yeah.
It sounds stupid, but I was listening on the radio today. Tomorrow is Ringo Starr's 82nd birthday.
Yeah.
And at noon on his birthday every year, he says, everyone get together throughout the world at 12 o'clock somewhere and just say, let's have some love and some peace. And the problem is people don't love each other anymore. There's just no respect for life. And that's what bothers me. There's no respect for life.
Yeah.
You're in my way. If you don't want to get out of my way, I shoot you. I don't agree with you, I shoot you. What the hell kind of logic is that? And not with a 38 revolver, with an AK-47 or an SKS or a Tech 9. Sorry.
This, in fact, we're seeing a scene here of officers. This is again at Joy and Marlow, where this shooting occurred. We've got this is concerning, I guess. You know, word is going to trickle to the officers before it will to the rest of us. But this is obviously a pretty upsetting moment, and officers comforting each other.